Hello and welcome, beautiful cosmic beings, to my channel, Eve 44.4. My name is Eve. I am bringing in today messages that are cosmic, eternal, and timeless. We are looking at the lunar eclipse with the moon in Libra and the sun in Aries. We are currently all experiencing this eclipse corridor. It started about 10 days ago. When we enter an eclipse corridor, we start feeling the energies approximately anywhere from 10 days to 2 weeks prior to the first eclipse, and then another 2 weeks after the last eclipse. And for all of 2024, we have 2 eclipse corridors, one in the spring and one as we complete summer going into fall. Each eclipse corridor will have only 2 eclipses. And I say that because there are certain years where we will actually have an eclipse corridor with 3 eclipses. But this year it's following the regular trajectory, and each eclipse corridor is starting with a lunar eclipse and completing with a solar eclipse. Very significant messages in that alone. So as we go forward, I just wanted to explain what's going on with this eclipse and the energies that are very currently present, because the time that we feel it isn't always in that 10 days to 2 weeks. It really depends what other astrological energies are occurring at the same time. And this specific eclipse is containing within it the Mercury retrograde cycle. So we may have started feeling this energy more than 2 weeks ago. Mercury entered Aries, I believe it was about 2 weeks ago, 10 days to 2 weeks ago. And then we had the spring equinox, which is where the sun enters Aries. That happened on the evening or night of March 19th. So this energy has been ramping up here. That's right, Mercury entered Aries before that. So we've already been feeling this for at least 1 week. And on the flip side of it, the corridor is going to take longer to complete because it has to wait for Mercury to end its cycle in Aries, which isn't complete until actually May 14th and 15th. So this is the time frame. If you're looking at a time frame with energies, that's what this is, even though these energies or these messages are ultimately eternal. They do not follow linear time. So take it or read it that way, please. It's a very beautiful lunar eclipse. It's highlighting the energies of Libra. As we go into it, we have some powerful numerology. We have the planet Mars just entered Pisces last night or this morning. And so we'll have 4 planets in Pisces going into this. We have Neptune, Saturn, Venus, and Mars. That's a beautiful energy lineup in Pisces. It makes everything very soft, gentle. It brings in very strong emotional energy. The Pisces is the dreamer. It's the one that is wanting to make dreams come true. However, Pisces does best when there's earth energy around it, because Pisces is so much in the clouds or in the stars. And I speak to that because I am a Pisces. But I have earth in my chart, and earth is a beautiful element because it grounds that intangible, unlimited potentiality of Pisces, which is extremely creative, imaginative, and very, very loving and gentle. Pisces, though, is always working on boundaries. And that's just something for all of you watching that have Pisces energy. But I'm bringing it in because we've got 4 planets here in Pisces right now as we're headed straight in to this lunar eclipse. And that energy is going to affect how we all feel. We might be having very erratic sleep, sleeping a lot, needing to meditate extra hours, which is what I'm needing to do. Our sleep is being very disrupted. We're all going through heavy detox right now, by the way. So think about this. even though we're in Aries season, we have that Pisces energy still very prevalent with us. And Pisces is where we're wrapping up things that we haven't completed. And Pisces is one of the signs that rules the lymphatic system, where we need to drink a lot of water. We may be flushing things out of our body, but also wanting to flush things out of our emotions. So our physical body right now and our emotional body are very deeply linked here. And so if you're finding that you're retaining water, or you just need to drink a lot, you want to go on some kind of a detox or a cleanse, please do that, because this is an ideal time to get that energy out. And allow the tears to flow as well, please. It's so important as we're going through this to make sure we're not repressing or denying any of our emotions. If you want to manifest what Pisces is all about, which is the dreamer, bringing the dreams to earth, you cannot be in denial or illusion. You need to be in a place of clarity. So doing any kind of water fast, cleanse, detox, or just simply taking a lot of Epsom salt baths and eating really, really cleanly right now is going to help declutter your mind, but also declutter your emotions. So the answers you seek and the signs you want to see coming in are going to be able to come in that more easily and clearly. And this is just me right now channeling the messages here for all of you watching. Libra is a sign of harmony, balance, love, abundance, and creativity. She's one of the rulers, the co-rulers of Venus. Libra is different than her other co-ruler though. Libra's different than Taurus. Taurus is the other co-ruler of Venus, because Taurus tends to be more concerned about the physical love and affection and abundance, whereas Libra wants sacred relationships. Libra really is the sign of harmony, fairness, justice. She rules the legal fields, along with Sagittarius in there as well. Libra just wants everything to come into a place of balance. And we're here in a full moon, sun opposite moon, right? With the earth in between. And that means that everything is telling us or showing us where in our lives we are out of balance. Where can we bring in greater harmony, greater joy? Because Venus and Libra are all about play. And this beautiful full moon in Libra is about love and play and wanting to be appreciated. It's also highly creative. And then we actually have the Venus, the planet Venus, in her sign of exaltation, which is Pisces. So that adds in that extra magic. When we put that Libra full moon or eclipse with Venus and Pisces, we've got magic on the table here. And that's what I think all of us are wishing for right now. We want more magic. We may not be able to capture it the way we would like to, but it's on its way to us if we believe. And perhaps that emotional, physical, and even mental cleanse is exactly the medicine you need to get there. All right? So as we go into this, and I already picked the cards, I was shuffling them a lot before, and I have two decks that are, it's really hard to get the cards to fly out. So I wanted to have it happen before I got on. I didn't want to be standing here shuffling for 5 minutes to see if a card flies out. So that's why I have them here on the table right now. But we will pick more cards as we go, because I have many of my love decks out. And, you know, Venus in Pisces, the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra, moving towards the south node in Libra. That's all about love. That's about our relationships. The moon, though, is moving towards the south node. So that could also mean that any relationships that we have left undone, unfinished, we don't feel there's really good communication with, we wish things had completed or ended differently, or we got ghosted, or something happened and there was miscommunication. These are the relationships that are going to be coming in for you. And isn't it beautiful that we're in the pre-shadow of Mercury? So in the pre-shadow, we just started that on the 19th of March, the same day we entered the spring equinox. So we had a huge energy boost on that day. We get to see where we want to bring into balance, harmony, have better communication, rectify the sacred relationships in our life. But because the moon is moving towards the south node in Libra, this tells us two other very significant things. One, there may be relationships or communication coming in from the past, a blast from the past. It doesn't mean it was a sacred love person. It doesn't mean it was a romantic person or an ex-husband or wife. It could be a friend that you lost contact with. It could be someone you grew up with, someone you haven't thought of in a while, but every once in a while you wonder how they are doing. Just be aware that anyone can blow through that door, and know that if they do, it's because you have dharma or karma with them. And karma means there's something unfinished, incomplete, a lesson has not been learned. Dharma means you have a mission with this person. They're part of your destiny, and you want to see, where is this going to go? So that's number one. The other thing involved here, when we have the moon in an eclipse going towards the south node in Libra, could also show us that we are bringing in an old pattern from other lifetimes, other journeys that our soul has been on. That there's a pattern here that needs to be completed, whether it's completed and peacefully resolved and released, or whether there's a lot more growth that can be done here, or a new pathway that is showing up here between you and an individual, or you and a situation in your life. So this is a very, very powerful energy. And as we go through the entire eclipse corridor, the entire Mercury retrograde cycle, these are the energies that are going to be showing up. All right. So I really wanted to open with that because the astrology is so significant. I'm looking over here. Yes, the numerology is as well. The totality of the eclipse, that means when the eclipse reaches its fullness. The lunar is not a total eclipse. It's a penumbral or partial. It's penumbral, I believe. It is occurring, it is reaching its fullness at 11 p.m. here, Pacific time. If you are somewhere else on the earth, it will be either occurring earlier in that day, or it will be reaching its fullness on the 25th of March. So therefore the numerology is going to be different here depending on where you live. I live here in California, so the numerology is going to be March 24th. And isn't that funny? We've got 24 in a 24 year. 2 and 4 is 6. We've got that energy of 6 there twice. And 6 is the number that's ruled by Libra and Venus. So we've got that Venus, Libra energy very, very present with us. 6 is all about restoring balance, harmony, and correctness in our relationships. What does that mean? It means there needs to be clear mutual communication and reciprocity. Libra does not enter into unequal relationships. It can do so if there's something to be learned, or Libra doesn't feel quite self-confident enough to break free. But when we use the Libra energy in its true form, Libra does not go into relationships that are not mutual, okay? It means there's an equal or close to equal giving and receiving here. And I'm going to emphasize that for whatever reason. I feel like people really need to hear this, that you may want to be looking out in your relationship world. And that's love, friendship, co-workers, family, even people in your neighborhood or community, and discern what feels out of balance here. Is this a mutual relationship? Is it benefiting me? Is it benefiting them? Because Libra wants to benefit all parties concerned. That's her ultimate journey here, or her ultimate destination. So let's go ahead and look at this. Now, the numerology for that day, if you're here on the Pacific coast or across the Pacific Ocean, the numerology has the 6 in it, but the final number is an 8 in an 8 year. So we're here dealing with the energy of destiny, because 8 is infinity. It's about building our strength, knowing that we're ready. It's about success, and it's about destiny. If, however, you're experiencing the energies of the lunar eclipse on the 25th, we are now in the energy of number 9. And 9 is about, what are you trying to complete in your life? What are you letting go of? What cycle are you very aware you're putting to bed? 9 can also be the hermit, though, where you need to be inward right now. You need to be cocooning, doing things for yourself, being very self-reflective. So it's interesting for me to look at this, because we've got 2 very different energies across those 2 days. And you decide which of those fits, and perhaps both of them do. So let's look at the activation key that came out. I love it. The heart of source, all-encompassing love. Well, isn't that Pisces? Unconditional acceptance and serenity. You know, I've been pulling for a while from my unicorn deck, the law of grace. And the law of grace is filled with the pink and the golden light. And that is the master light on the planet right now. This light was not available to us. I don't think it was fully available to us even maybe 5 or 10 years ago, but it is today. We're being beamed, beautiful blend of rose golden light across the earth right now. And it's the law of grace. And the law of grace can only apply when there is unconditional acceptance, therefore also bringing in unconditional love. The law of grace raises every single energy, every situation, every human being to the highest potentiality of that person or that situation. And it's serenity. It's about peace. So we're being asked right now to dive into the heart of source, that the activation codes coming onto the earth through this portal, it is coming directly from the heart of source. And it's all about serenity, which is achieved through unconditional acceptance and all-encompassing love. The heart of source. I have never, ever pulled this card from this deck. So this is going to be a new one for me. The source of the universe is a gigantic heart. Its beats are angels and beings of light. It is what many call God. It's love that is beyond gender and dogma. It is the infinite experiencing of infinity. It's all that is, was, and ever will be. It's love being love and expressing love. So when I see this, I feel that energy of love is an energy. It's a vibration. It's the highest vibration that the cosmos has ever created. And love loves through us. All right, so let's look at the messages here. Your message. We are all connecting directly right now with the heart of source, the creator of all that is life and love. We are being blessed to receive this card, for it shows the cup of our hearts is being filled with love until it overflows. The divine energy that is with you now is helping melt away any blockages so that you can be truly open to the love, to the acceptance, and the appreciation that you deserve. You are being encouraged to view yourself right now and everything around you in the most loving way possible, and give yourself permission to be loved. So the heart of source is saying, God itself is saying, creation itself is saying, I am beaming the heart of source to you. Open every fiber of your being to receive this love. You deserve it. And any part of you that does not feel worthy, does not feel deserving, Source right now is helping melt away those blockages. Wow. Whew. I've got an energy going. This never happens to me. Wow. If you've been holding back for a while, that would be the Hermit, right? But are now ready to share all the love that you have within. This energy lets you know that you are safe to do so, okay? It is a profound beacon of love that is coming onto the earth. So this lunar eclipse, what it's ultimately doing is it's lighting every corner of the earth and of every human being and species. It's lighting everything up with love. And it's the love of the cosmos, the cosmic heart. That is so beautiful. So that is the activation. And another card flew out here. It's the Anunnaki light codes. So the other thing coming towards us is the Anunnaki light codes. We're having an energetic shift. New information is coming in, and there's an end of a cycle. Wow. You could not ask for better 2 cards. So please call in, and you can even use this video as your activator. Call in the heart of Source. Watch and see that beautiful rose golden light beaming to you. You can envision it all around you. And then call in the Anunnaki light codes, because they're bringing new information to you. Whatever you need to know, they're bringing clarity in. They're bringing wisdom. They're unlocking your higher mind is what I'm getting. But they're also ending a cycle for you. And I am telling you, it's been really rough for me lately, physically. I've been going through a cycle that I never thought would repeat again. And it's like, really, this is coming back in? And it's like, okay, so this is a cycle I need to complete. And I was getting visuals that it was a cycle that has been with me for lifetimes. So all of us are activating, we're reaching towards these light codes so that the light codes themselves can remove or complete the cycle for us. When the Anunnaki appear, it's very important to know that they are heavenly allies that are supporting our healing and our ascension. You know what I was getting, and this was about 2 weeks ago. It hit me really strong when I was in the shower. We're entering a whole new level of ascension and transcendence, and the pathway there is healing. We have got to heal every corner of our being. And I'm not putting that out there as pressure. I'm just saying that every one of us right now are in some form of healing, whether it's financial healing, relationship healing, physical healing like me. It could be mental healing. It could be generational healing. For each of us, it's going to be different. But your message is or your activation is to call in the Anunnaki light codes. If you are wondering what is the best course of action right now, the Anunnaki are encouraging you to go with the new. So they're telling you, do not repeat the old. Do not go back to an old pattern. There's no part of that pattern that is going to serve the new you. Old systems, old ways of being, and old ways of doing things must be released now if you want to evolve, if you want to ascend, if you want to grow. They must be released. And there's no in between about this. We must do this, okay? Change, however, can bring in a sense of vulnerability, but this allows you to have a deeper connection with your feelings and your gifts and what is important to you. So you're going to feel very vulnerable, or you have been already in this stage or in this phase, but that vulnerability allows you to access the depth of your feelings, to know where the pattern is and what needs to shift and be released. So right now, sensitivity and vulnerability And kindness and gentleness towards self and others is the only way to go here. Do not judge anything right now, but start with yourself. Gentleness and kindness are the tools that I'm getting here. Be open to new information, to new processes, and to new ideas, because you are part of the new energy that is coming onto this earth. Wow, that is profound messages. So again, the two cards, I want to show you them to you because they're just so powerful. It's the Heart of Source and the Anunnaki light codes. Please call on them. Okay, so I'm going to leave these two cards right here. And of course, I've got the gold. I just had a birthday last week, so I have my card up because I love it. So what are the goddesses? Libra's the energy of the divine goddess, the sacred feminine. And sacred feminine is not gender-based. That's something we apply in the 3D earth realm. But the sacred divine feminine energy is not a gender energy. It is a cosmic energy. And the goddesses are here to bring in that cosmic energy. So from the Goddess of the Power Oracle, I wanted to pull one goddess, and I think I got more than, no, I got one. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Okay, I have not looked at these cards. Oh wow, so it's hitting me. Saraswati. She rules Libra. Oh my gosh, she's the goddess of beauty, pure creativity, play, color. She says, live your life in color. Don't live in black and white. But in this deck, oh, and it's number 44. That's the number of ascension. It's also 44 is my channel, E44.4. And if you wonder someday why I chose that, reach out to me and I'll tell you my story. But 44 is the number of the angelic realm. And I was guided towards that number about 22 years ago, okay? So I've had that number with me for quite a long time. Saraswati is saying it's time for self-mastery. Absolutely. I love that. And isn't it interesting how, again, we have the colors of pink or rose and gold. We've got an emphasis here. And gold is wisdom, and it's the high mind, the higher mind. And pink is the high heart. So our higher mind lives here up by our crown and our 8th chakra, and the high heart lives here on our collarbone. So let me read this, number 44. That is a beautiful, beautiful card. Where are we? And I think it might be one of the last ones in this deck too. Where are we? I don't think I've ever picked her before in this deck either. Yep. So her empowerment message for us is that mastery is a genuine sense of effortless knowledge after a period of dedicated immersion. So we only achieve mastery when we've completely immersed ourselves in the study of something. That is how we get to mastery. So Saraswati is telling us that in our lives right now, what this eclipse is bringing in is we want to be able to master something in our lives, whether that's something in the mundane physical world, perhaps it's something we're mastering in our career, we're mastering in study, or maybe we're just reaching a level of spiritual or emotional mastery in whatever field we are in. The Hindu goddess, she rules the domain of art, language, knowledge, music, and poetry. She's everything about the creative arts. She's asking you to immerse yourself in your body, your mind, and spirit, to discover all the aspects that are wanting to show themselves to you. So what I'm getting from her right now is she says this eclipse, she is helping bring through for each and every one of us our gifts. Okay, but we need to be open to it. And there might be some immersion program that we're going to need to get into. But she says you need commitment to complete whatever you are going through. So let's look at her alignment message, because that was her empowerment message. Ambivalence is something you want to be careful with at this time. As you recognize the need, as you recognize you need more knowledge and energy than what you may have to move forward competently. So she's saying that you could begin something with great enthusiasm, but you need to make sure that you have the energy, the means, and the time to complete what you are wanting to master. So remember, this full moon or lunar eclipse is all about alignment, because that's what Libra is. Her task in this world is to align us, to bring us into harmony and balance. So she's telling us, do not get into anything unless you are completely ready to do so. Make sure you've got all your ducks in a row. You've got the time, you've got the energy, you've got the finances, if you will, or you have the tools that you're going to need to enter that immersion or mastery program. She also reminds you that there are no shortcuts on this journey and that partial knowledge does not a master's give you. I love it. She's very funny. She's got a great sense of humor. In fact, your alignment task is to stop working in a scattered way. Instead, it's time for some very deep diving into the subject that you want to master so that you get a full command of the terrain of that subject. Offer the commitment of your time and energy, and you will feel the surge of power from her as you move into a more masterful role in your life. So she's bringing to each and every one of us some form of mastery, but she's saying whatever we get into right now, whatever's drawing our full passion and our attention, we need to be focused, and it's going to take commitment, time, and energy. Stay the course. And I love it because I also pulled from my other goddess deck, and I didn't realize 3 goddess popped out, and the first one was Saraswati. So we're getting her twice here, aren't we? She's telling us that we have a mission that involves the arts in some form. Express yourself through creative activities. But Saraswati is also a goddess of play. So she may be giving us all instructions that we need to go out and play, immerse ourselves in the things that are beautiful on this earth, whether they're creative ventures, music, get out your guitar, piano, your flute, go to social events that involve music and dance, and go sit outside and play something. But she's also the patron saint of the arts. So she loves color, she loves painting, she loves dressing in beautiful designs. And so it's about self-beautification as well, that we really want to pay attention to what we are wearing right now. And I'm saying that realizing that I am wearing a lot of the colors of the heart. I have all the green, I have all the colors on me today. So I am in alignment with Saraswati. I love that. The other goddess that came out was Siege. What did I say? Some of us might be in a self-reflective, needing to be in a cocoon or hermit mode. She is the most ancient goddess of the earth. Take some quiet time alone, not with others, alone, to rest, meditate, and contemplate. So whatever we're doing right now in our world, it's very important that aside from all the activity and the work and the creative stuff and ventures we want to head into, that we take downtime to just be. Contemplate, reflect, meditate, but do it with yourself, because your journey right now is coming into inner balance and harmony within. And this beautiful goddess, Siege, is telling us that all of us could really use some self-time, all right? And then guess what? The last goddess is, after all the self-time, we get Anya, a leap of faith. It's time to take a risk. She's akin to the Fool in the Tarot. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. So once we've gotten clear on what we need to master and commit to in our lives, and we're coming back into playfulness We're getting quiet time, contemplation, and reflection is all going to be a part of this, because what are we wanting here? We want clarity. We want to know what is our path through this. And once we get clarity and know what our path is, then we take the action. And it's going to be a big one. We're taking a big leap, because the Fool is an unknown journey. We're going in an unknown direction, and you've got to take it on. However, you've got to balance out your life, get very clear through that inner reflection and spending time with yourself to know what this clear pathway is for you. So I wanted to finish this up by just picking some romance cards. I wanted to see if the romance angels had any directions to give us, any kind of guidance or focus that the romance angels would like us to be on. And this is in terms of all of the most significant relationships in our lives, remembering that we always have to start with the relationship with ourselves. And of course, okay, we've got one card. Oh, we've got two. Okay, let's see. Oh, reconciliation. What did I say in the beginning of this video? And reconciliation can be anything from our past, including other lifetimes. Anything. But it's about the idea of past lives, earlier in this life, anything that we have left undone or not finished or not reconciled. And understand, sometimes we feel very complete with that. But if another person or group of people or situation doesn't feel complete with us, then it is not complete. It requires everyone to energetically understand that it's time for a reconciliation or a resolution here. But this can be someone from your past is returning to your life. Doesn't have to be love, but I asked, what is going on in our relationship world? Whether it's love, friendship, family, or children, right? There's a reconciliation of souls that wants to occur here. And what was the other? Oh, that's interesting. We've been waiting for this. We have been waiting for this. Yep, we've been waiting for this. Okay, do I want to pick one more from the romance angels? No, I'm getting my other deck out here because I'm feeling like we've either been waiting for it a long time and it's coming in, or where there still might be some time to wait. But understand, worth waiting for means that divine timing is at work here. So divine timing can be the next second to the next day to weeks or months. It doesn't matter. It's outside of time because it's divine timing. So please give us a clarifier here. Romance angels, what are the clarifiers? Oh my goodness, we got reconciliation twice and commitment. Okay. Do I have a third card that wants to come out? Self-love. Okay, so now I know why we need reflection here, and you might need time to spend alone, because whoever it is that's coming back into your life, or whatever's coming back in, does not have to be a person. It could be a situation that you have a second opportunity at this. And this could be even a career for some of you. You've got a second chance at this career or this partnership, and this time it's coming in to offer commitment. And you get to decide whether it's what you want or not. So you've got to go into self-love, spend time by yourself to figure out, is this what I want? All right? But it's bringing in commitment. This is solid, whatever it is. And the reconciliation in this deck is sorry. It can stand for reconciliation and forgiveness from someone else, but it could also be you. Maybe you need to reconcile with someone. And when you do that, a firmer commitment or relationship is going to be in store here. But you cannot enter into this firm foundation commitment without self-love. And self-love is where you put your needs as a priority, not above and beyond everyone else all the time. That's not what I'm saying. But you do not disqualify what you want. Self-love means you have healthy boundaries here. What you need and what they need, you're going to meet somewhere in the middle. Okay, so that's one of the other messages of self-love. You have to really honor yourself and what you want here. What do you want? What is your heart's desire? If you really want this second chance, is it mutually reciprocal, right? We're going back to Libra. That's the question on the table. And again, it's interesting how we have from this deck patience, which is the same as worth waiting for. Okay? You're going to have patience with the development of this. But patience also is about letting go. You cannot be attached to outcomes here, and you cannot bring expectations in. Love is not going to pass you by. If this is truly meant for you, it is not going to pass you by. But it's all happening under divine timing. This card is telling you you have to let go of any type of attachment or desperation here. What you want is going to truly come in if it is meant for you. Because in the middle of this, we have commitment. If this relationship or situation cannot give you that full commitment of an equal marriage doesn't mean two wings, it's partnership, then it is not the right one for you. Okay? So I am getting this message very strong, and this is all about your relationship life. So I want to just pick, actually from the Whispers of Love. Let's do the Whispers of Love. What is the advice? And we will end there. What is the advice for us here? Whispers of Love. With our relationships right now, what is the advice for everybody listening? It's hard to pull cards from this deck too, because the cards are so thick. And I might need to just pull one. Okay, Whispers of Love. Is there a card that wants to fly out? Yep, there is. New love. Wow, I love that. Be open to receiving the new love that wants to find you. I love that. Be open. Again, we're ending as we began. We began with the cosmos and we are ending with that energy. New love. Embrace this new opportunity of love or business that is here for you. So this is not just about love. This may pertain to love, work opportunities, or spiritual growth. So new love could be about great, beautiful spiritual growth where you are accessing a deeper sense of self-love. So it's new love that you are coming into for yourself. So that's a spiritual opportunity. It could be a work opportunity, and it can be new love within your relationship world. Whether that's new love within a current relationship that's evolving, or literally new love coming to you from someone from the past, past in this lifetime, but don't attach to that, because I'm really feeling this energy of past lives here today. So you may not have met them, but you know them. And that's what I want to leave you with. That is such a beautiful message. New love. I love it. Thank you all so much for being present with me for this. It went a little longer than I anticipated. However, these messages are so powerful. I don't like to constrain it into time. And they're timeless. They're with you. Please work with it. Re-listen to the video, because when we re-listen to things like this, there were so many messages. You will often hear something a second or third time that you missed the first time. So I'm going to ask you to re-listen to it. Give it a week or two or a month and go back to it. And if you like how I channel and you like the messages that you received today and you feel like they resonate with you, please subscribe to my channel, as I am now starting to build it more. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, check out my Instagram, which is eve.ellie, as I post weekly there. and sending you all so much love.